fear. We all fear something. Some of us fear the dark. Some of us fear job applications. And some of us fear the unspeakable. But the fear I want to talk about in this video are the characters I fear in, you guessed it, Dragon Ball. We'll be going through the characters that I think are the scariest and why. So if you want to see what character is the scariest, keep watching. For new Dragon Ball fans, this guy is from the first Dragon Ball series. He was a ruthless fighter and also a dictator who would destroy anything and everything that was standing his way. Hell, he did it for the fun of it. By defeating the world's strongest warriors, then overthrowing the government and the Furry King, he became the ruler of Earth.
People of Earth, I am King Piccolo, and I am your new ruler. Order is dead and chaos reigns, thus says King Piccolo.
If I was living on Earth and a green evil alien took over, I would dookie my pants. He was also 8 feet tall, and he's a freak of nature. And if you're unlucky enough to see him birth one of his children, you might as well bleach your eyes out, because dear God, that's some freaky deaky right there. Everyone knows the corrupt God himself. The atrocities this man has committed are crazy. First, I want to talk about how he stole Goku's body. For those who have a father.
Do you have any relationship with your father?
What's that? What's a father?
Imagine your dad comes home and you're chilling, then all of a sudden he stabs your mom, then you. But not just that, imagine all the pain and suffering and terror he caused when he killed off all of the population of the Earth. The explosions, the death, the fear. He literally gave Trunks PTSD. Killed his mom right in front of him. He was a straight up menace. Look at him posing. He knows that he's feared. He knows that he's a god, bro. But last but not least, I want to talk about the final form he took when he almost died. Look at him, bro. If you were a child and you looked up in the sky and you saw this, I'm throwing up. Also, his beat off form is very scary. Look at that arm. So this guy's definitely on the scary list. When you think of Cell, you think of perfection. His jawline.
Perfect Cell.
Even his eyes, they're perfect. But before he had all of this perfection, when he had to feed off humans, sneak around, stalk his prey, this Cell was the embodiment of fear. Pure creepiness Cell made me feel was actually uncomfortable. The way he just made people plead for their lives and still didn't care and slowly killed them for the pleasure of the hunt made me wonder if I was literally going to be next. The scene where Cell killed an entire city and drank every single civilian is still disturbing to me. And also the scene where he stalks the rich old dude and is holding him by his coat and then slowly drinks him away, and you see him disappear while staring down Piccolo is horrific. What was this man on? He was doing it for the love of the game, bro. So I'm not gonna deny that Cell, first form Cell especially, was terrifying. Since we're already talking about Cell, I figured why not talk about Cell Max. And if you can't tell by his name, it's another version of Cell. When Dragon Ball Superhero dropped in theaters, I went with my friends. And when Cell came out of his chamber and screamed, call me a baby or whatever you want to say, but it was actually creepy. His roar was giving off kaiju vibes, and the way he was so like barbaric, like animalistic, it was creepy. Another thing I want to mention is look at how he was drawn in the manga.
Well, ain't no fucking way.
Tell me that isn't scary, bro. Don't lie to me. I know what you're thinking. How could this lovable pink blob just be scary? He looks so innocent. He's wearing a diaper, for Christ's sake. Guess what? He was destroying cities with this walking nutsack. And that's just the start. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever busted in a man? Because Boo has. He force-fed himself inside of a man, then blew up inside of him. Bro, he had to go. But guess what? It doesn't even end there. Majin Buu basically killed everyone on Earth, and now they're resting in peace in heaven.
Nope.
Majin Buu went to heaven, started to fight all the people who were dead, and he's one of the only villains that had Goku begging for literal mercy.
Why? Why are you doing this? There'll be nothing left at all. Please, Boo.
What kind of sadistic psychopath does this man think he is, bro? I don't see any horror movie villain moving like this, bro. No one. What kind of scary Dragon Ball video would this be without the monster himself? Broly has always been a demon. His transformation itself is menacing. His body gets torn apart from the sheer amount of ki coming from his body. And after that painful transformation, he starts to torture his enemies in the craziest ways. And one of the craziest things he asked to Goku was so out of pocket. He asked this man,
Kakarot, how much do you love your son? Gohan, leave!
But father!
Now!
bro had Goku rethinking bringing Gohan to the planet, bro. Had him finna turn into a late abortion. And what's even crazier, when he had Vegeta lose all hope before he even tried to fight him. Look at his eyes, bro. That's a man who has no will to live. And his fighting style is so brutal. Look how he did my goat Gohan, bro. This is a page right out of Diddy's book, man. Help him! But the scariest version of Broly to me is Bio Broly. Bio Broly is literally from the depths of hell. I know they love Broly, bro, but why did they bring him back like this? This design is horrendous. Younger me was terrified of this guy. I mean, if this guy came out of your closet, Monster Inc. style, I would just genuinely I'd scream. I had to bleach my eyes after finishing the movie. Hirudegarn is the last character I want to talk about. He is from Dragon Ball Z, Wrath of the Dragon. Yeah, he's fast and he's strong, whatever. Look at this man. He's massive, but it's not just his size that matters. Look at his eyes. They're soulless and he's so ugly. Just looking at him makes me skin crawls because he looks like a roach, basically. That also makes me uncomfortable. But this is his second form. Yeah, it's creepy, but this is his first. Look me dead in my face and be honest, this dude appeared at your window one random night and was just staring at you. You would shit yourself. My heart would not take it. I'm gone. Goku had to kill him. And if this dude was human sized, I honestly think I'd be even more scared of him, because imagine him under your bed trying to nibble your toes. That would be a scary movie on its own, man. And to be honest, looks wise, he wins the scariest category because no other character in Dragon Ball looks like this freak. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.